I am so grateful that I left school just before we got to the years when smart technology started to be implemented in schools, because watching teachers trying to navigate even the most basic of technology was always really cringeworthy. This is a bit of what we get in Get Smart, which is the first segment of the fourth episode of the 16th season of Arthur, but it's ultimately about the fact that machines are not always right. The machine points out something that Mr. Ratburn gets incorrect. And Mr. Ratburn spends pretty much the rest of the episode testing Hugo, which is the name of the interactive whiteboard, trying to find something that it doesn't know. And it just seems impossible. But Mr. Ratburn, and with a bit of help from the brain, are determined to prove that Hugo cannot possibly be 100% accurate all of the time. And it's a great celebration of the fact that while technological advances are great, sometimes stripping things back to basics and researching things in the old fashioned way is much more reliable, and that technology can make mistakes, and we can't rely on machines 100% of the time. And at the end of the day, machines know what they know because of data that humans have inputted. So a machine is only as accurate as the person providing the information in the first place. And I think that it definitely highlights this fact. I think it's going to be very relatable for a lot of the target audience at the time. This was released in 2012 originally. I left school in 2009, 2010, I can't remember exactly. So kind of just before smart technology and interactive whiteboards were really being installed a lot, at least in the UK. And I feel like the target audience are going to be able to relate to this and relate to their teachers getting to grips with this technology, some of which I saw a bit of. I very odd memory, but my primary school teacher when I was 11 had no idea that you could press shift and type a letter. She would always press cap locks, type a capital, and then press cap locks to uncapitalize. And it just, little things like that always kind of irritated me growing up. So I can only imagine what it must be like for today's generation, and maybe the generation at school 10 years ago, what it would have been like when interactive whiteboards were really coming into play. And we definitely get to see a bit of this in this episode, and I love the fact that it's really highlighting the fact that technology is brilliant, but it can only be so accurate. Definitely a really great episode, helps to bring Arthur into the 21st century a lot more, and one that I really thoroughly enjoyed.